Missing Michael Vaughan, Monkey Mondays, where we only cover the facts.
Who is that, baby? Oh, he said, what do you got?
I even got Minecraft. I even got Minecraft
Underwear.
underwear.
Yay. What'd you get, Buggy?
I got different Minecraft underwear. I got creep underwear. That's so cool.
Did you get a blaze monster truck?
Yeah.
That's
And
pretty cool.
they even come in new packs.
What'd you get, Bug?
They come in a grocery pack.
Where's your
They
friend?
come in a tiger pack. They come in.
Oh, boy.
They came in this kind of pack. And even a pickle pack.
Nelson Mandela once said, "History will judge us by the difference we make in the everyday lives of children." Nestled in the picturesque landscape of Piatt County, Idaho, Fruitland stands as a serene city flanked by the meandering Snake and Piatt rivers. This quaint settlement is strategically placed next to U.S. Route 95 in the Treasure Valley of southwest Idaho, approximately 50 miles west of Boise near the Oregon border. Fruitland serves as an integral part of the Ontario micropolitan area. However, amidst its tranquil facade, Fruitland gains global attention on a warm summer evening in 2021, not for its horticulture bounty, but because of the perplexing disappearance of 5-year-old Michael Vaughan. Michael's zest for life and curious nature paint a vibrant portrait of a young boy enamored with exploration. His days are filled with joyous pursuits, from delving into the Earth's depths to immersing himself in the digital realms of Minecraft. Michael's interests are as diverse as they are fervent. His fascination with astronomy has him gazing at the celestial wonders of the night sky, while his love for superheroes finds expression in his favorite movies, including The Mandalorian, Spider-Man, and Batman. His playful spirit extends to his choice of toys, ranging from monster trucks and Hot Wheels to the intricate world of Legos.
Blue and red are his favorite colors, mostly blue. He loves monster trucks. Gravedigger is his favorite monster truck. He loves Spider-Man, Batman. He loves race cars. He loves cars. He loves trucks. Anything that goes. He loves pepperoni pizza, macaroni and cheese, and it has to be the Velveeta kind. It can't be the Kraft macaroni and cheese. He's kind of picky about that one. He loves Otter Pops, the Otter Pop popsicles. He could eat a whole box if I let him. Zebra cakes, the little Debbie Hostess zebra cakes. They come 2 in a pack. Oh, and ding dongs. Loves ding dongs.
Oh yeah.
Strawberry jelly, no seeds, peanut butter. Sometimes he just eat like straight bread. Just I'm like, do you want toast or? He loves being outside. He loves going camping. We like to gold prospect and go rock hounding. We did get to do one camping trip in the end of May. He got to play soccer with Dad, and we found lots of cool rocks. I've been waiting for it to warm up to finish tumbling them. I get them all polished up. He loves panning for gold. He's a fish in water. He is a swimmer.
Moreover, Michael's fondness for outdoor escapades sees him relishing moments at the park, on camping trips, and during thrilling adventures at water parks and amusement centers. He enjoys digging in the dirt, searching for rocks, and mining for gold. He loves playing Minecraft with his family and enjoys building things. His favorite toys include monster trucks, Hot Wheels, Power Wheels, excavators, construction vehicle toys, and Legos. His favorite movies are The Mandalorian, Spider-Man, and Batman, reflecting his love for superheroes. He enjoys reading books like Harold and the Purple Crayon, Lego books, and I Love You More. Michael's favorite places to go are the park, where he enjoys sliding and swinging. He loves visiting the Oregon coast and cherishes the special memory of seeing the beach for the first time. Camping is a favorite activity, and his favorite foods include pizza, macaroni and cheese, zebra cakes, and chocolate chip cookies. He is a Seahawks fan and treasures memorable moments such as camping in the Whitman Forest, finding crystals and rocks, learning to prospect for gold, and riding four-wheelers with his grandpa.
Happy birthday, monkey. We love you.
Michael also enjoys going to Roaring Springs, playing mini golf, enjoying water parks, laser tag, video games, and bowling with his family. He is always ready to go places, play outside, spend time with the family, and plant things outdoors. On the evening of July 27th, 2021, Brandy left for work, leaving Tyler in charge of their children at their home on Southwest 9th Street. During this time, Michael reportedly went to a neighbor's house to play with their children and then returned home. However, this was the last confirmed signing of him.
He went to a neighbor's house. He went to another neighbor's house and another neighbor's house.
Last winter, Michael's mom, Brandy, invited our News Nation team to their Idaho home, walking us through her son's last moments there.
He would have come out of the garage. The front door is pretty hard to get out of, and you can hear that opening.
Michael inexplicably disappeared. Upon realizing Michael was missing, Tyler immediately informed Brandy and dialed 911, triggering a frantic search involving law enforcement, concerned neighbors, and a community united in distress. Despite exhaustive efforts, including the use of tracking dogs, no trace of Michael was found beyond a piece of farmland near his home. Controversially, an Amber Alert was not issued due to stringent criteria under Idaho state law. As the investigation into Michael's disappearance continues, his family remains steadfast in their belief that he will return home.
I am here to ask you all. I'm here to ask you, please, for your help. I am here to ask you to please keep Michael's face, his name, and his story in every one of your hearts, your eyes, and your minds.
Long, thorough investigation. The family is not a focus of our investigation at this point. They are continuing to fully cooperate with us. Today, as members of this community, we continue to agonize with the family.
We want to thank all of you, all of the officers, all of the agencies. You guys have keep working so hard, and we're gonna get him home. We're not gonna stop. We're gonna find him.
Looking back at the known facts after 3.5 years of missing Michael Vaughan, the front yard where he once played, where his laughter used to echo, now stands as a painful reminder of the moment everything changed. Posters with Michael's bright blue eyes and golden blonde hair still line the streets. His face is printed on flyers, billboard, and news headlines. But despite After 3.5 years of searching, the question that haunted this town from the beginning remains the same. Where is Michael? A summer evening that changed everything. That fateful evening in July 2021 started like any other. Michael, affectionately known as Monkey, was at home with his devoted father, Tyler Vaughan, and siblings, while his mother, brandineal, finished a long day at work. He played on his Nintendo Switch, unaware that within an hour, his world and the world of everyone who loved him would be turned upside down. Sometime between 6:40 p.m. and 7 p.m., Michael disappeared. Tyler, only momentarily stepped away, tending to his infant daughter, returned to the living room to find Michael gone. At first, panic hadn't set in. Perhaps Michael had slipped outside, eager for adventure, as he often was. But as the minutes ticked by, Tyler's frantic calls went unanswered. He searched the house, the yard, the street. Nothing. Michael had vanished. At 7:04 p.m., Tyler called Brandy at work. Then at 7:21, the call was made to 911. The Fruitland Police Department responded immediately. Neighbors joined in, scouring backyards, sheds, and fields. Flashlights cut through the darkness as search parties worked deep into the night. Michael was nowhere to be found. In the days and weeks that followed, hundreds of law enforcement officers, search dogs, helicopters, and drones combed through every possible location. They searched fields, irrigation ditches, Snake River, and even local landfills. But Michael left behind no trail, no clues. At first, authorities considered that Michael might have wandered away, but by November 2021, Fruitland Police Chief J.D. Hupp publicly stated, "We now believe Michael was abducted." The shift in the investigation was devastating. The idea that Michael had simply gotten lost was painful, but the thought of someone taking him, that someone out there knew what happened, was almost unbearable. Key pieces of information emerged. A man walking near Southwest 9th Street in dark clothing and a white t-shirt was seen in the area, but his identity remained unknown. The Vaughan family was no longer a focus of the investigation, and the family fully cooperated with authorities.
Long, thorough investigation. The family is not a focus of our investigation at this point. They are continuing to fully cooperate with us. Today, as members of this community, we continue to agonize with the family.
By July 2022, the police had followed over 1,000 tips and conducted hundreds of interviews, but still no suspects had been publicly named. Michael's case stretched beyond Idaho. His name appeared in news reports across the country. His face shone on national television, and even the FBI joined the search. But despite a massive effort, there were no confirmed sightings of Michael. A mother's plea, a community's hope. For Brandineal and Tyler Vaughan, every day without their son is unbearable. Brandy has begged for answers, pleaded with the public, and held on to hope that Michael is out there somewhere. In a vigil marking the 1-year anniversary, Brandy stood before crowds of supporters, tears in her eyes. "We need Michael home," she said, her voice breaking. "If someone knows something, please, please come forward." The $50,000 reward for information still stands. His missing child posters still line store windows and bulletin boards. His family refuses to stop searching, but the silence remains. Where is Michael? Fruitland has not forgotten. The police remain dedicated to the case. The community still holds out hope, and Michael's family still waits desperately for the day their little boy comes home. As time stretches on, one thing is certain: Michael Vaughan is still missing, and someone out there knows what happened. Then, in November 2022, a major development shook the case. On November 11th, authorities executed a search warrant at the home of Sarah and Staceywondra, located at 1102 Red Wing Street in Fruitland, just minutes from Michael's home. This search was prompted by a credible tip, leading investigators to initiate an extensive excavation in the backyard. The following day, November 12th, Sarawondra was arrested and charged with failure to report a death. Court documents later revealed that Sarah had allegedly known Michael's body was once buried in her backyard and had since been moved. In a chilling statement to authorities, she claimed that God told her Michael's remains were in her yard. Between November 14th and 16th, excavation efforts intensified at the Wandra's property. Investigators removed sections of concrete and dug up the backyard in their search for Michael's remains. The Fruitland Police Department, FBI, Idaho State Police, and other agencies collaborated on the search. Despite their confidence that Michael's remains had been at that location, they were ultimately unable to recover them. On November 21st, Sarawondra was deemed incompetent to stand trial. A judge ordered her committed to a state mental health facility for treatment, delaying legal proceedings. The charge of failure to report a death remained pending until her mental competency could be restored. By December 2022, law enforcement named additional suspects. Investigators publicly identified Brandonshirtliff and Adrienlucienne as individuals who were present at the Wondra home around the time of Michael's disappearance. Shurtliff has since relocated to North Dakota, while Lucienne was thought to be in Iowa. Meanwhile, Staceywondra, already in custody on unrelated federal charges, was also under scrutiny. In January 2023, law enforcement continued searching for Michael's remains, following new leads and reviewing evidence. Michael's parents, brandineal and Tyler Vaughan, remained vocal, pleading for answers and urging those responsible to come forward. Between February and April 2023, legal proceedings stalled due to Sarawondra's continued commitment to a mental health facility. Investigators pressed forward, re-examining witness statements and potential evidence, while repeatedly urging anyone with knowledge of Michael's fate to cooperate. By May and June of 2023, frustration over delays in the case mounted. Michael's family, alongside supporters, continued to push for justice, organizing vigils and amplifying Michael's story across social media. Brandineal voiced her deep frustrations with the slow pace of justice and the lack of new developments. Despite this, law enforcement assured the public they were not giving up. June 2023 marked a heartbreaking milestone, Michael's 7th birthday, and the 2-year anniversary of his disappearance was coming up in July. Vigils were held in his honor as his loved ones and the community rallied for answers. Law enforcement reaffirmed their belief that multiple people were involved in concealing Michael's remains, vowing to continue their pursuit of justice. The second year of Michael Vaughan's case was defined by key revelations, yet his whereabouts remain unknown. The search of the Wondra property was a pivotal moment, but the failure to locate his remains raised serious concerns that evidence had been removed. Authorities identified multiple individuals as having knowledge of what happened, yet legal progress was hindered by Sarawondra's mental competency. Despite the challenges, law enforcement and Michael's family remained determined to uncover the truth and bring Michael home. As the case continued, efforts to keep Michael's name and face in the public eye remains crucial. In July 2022, a year after Michael went missing, Michael was included in the Homeward Bound program, an initiative designed to increase awareness of missing children. This program, a collaboration between Idaho State Police and the trucking industry, places images of missing children on semi-trailers that travel across the country, ensuring their faces are seen by thousands of people on highways and in the cities far beyond their hometowns. For Michael's family, seeing his image on a truck was both heartbreaking and hopeful. It was another way to spread his story, a constant reminder to the world that he is still missing and that somewhere might hold the key to bringing him home. The Homeward Bound program is a powerful tool in the fight against child abduction, using everyday transportation routes to reach potential witnesses in places law enforcement might not otherwise reach. For missing children like Michael Vaughan, this program represents hope. Hope that a single sighting, a moment of recognition, or a long forgotten memory will finally lead to answers. As Michael's case continues, his family, law enforcement, and advocates remain committed to finding Michael. With programs like Homeward Bound, his case will continue to travel across the country, ensuring that his story is never forgotten and the search for Michael never stops. July 27th, 2024, marked a solemn anniversary in Fruitland, Idaho. 3 years since 5-year-old Michael Vaughan disappeared from his neighborhood, affectionately known as Monkey. Michael's absence continues to leave a profound mark on the community, yet through heartbreak, the resolve to bring him home has never wavered. To honor Michael and raise continued awareness, dozens of community members took part in a special awareness ride, an echo of a similar event held back in 2021. Motorcycles, cars, and trucks gathered at the Chevron on Highway 30 and 95 before making their way past the Vaughan home and ending at Fruitland City Park. The ride served as both a tribute and a call to action. Today marks 3 years, said Michael's mother, Brandineal, but this community still has hope, and that gives us strength. The Fruitland Police Department confirmed that it submitted a full case file and probable cause affidavit to the Piatt County Prosecutor's Office in July 2023, 1 year before the third anniversary. The submission named Sarah and Staceywondra, Adrienlucienne, and Brandonshirtliff as individuals believed to have knowledge of what happened to Michael. Though officials have described the case as strong, no criminal charges related to Michael's disappearance have been filed as of April 2025. Prosecutor Mike Duke stated back in October 2023 that charges were expected, but cited the immense complexity of the case, which includes terabytes of investigative material. This is not a cold case, Police Chief J.D. Huff emphasized in January 2025. We're still receiving credible tips, and we're working every single day to find Michael. In July 2024, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children released a new age progressed photo showing that Michael might look like at age 7. We believe we have a firm understanding of what happened on July 27th, 2021, Chief Huff said. Now we're waiting on the prosecutor to move forward with this case. Despite public denials from Staceywondra, including a 2024 ktvb interview where he claimed he knew nothing about Michael and wasn't even around, a very different story emerged from earlier evidence. On January 16th, 2025, Brandineal publicly released body cam footage from November 2022. The video shows Staceywondra speaking to detectives via FaceTime from the Washington County Jail, stating he watched his wife Sarawondra bury Michael in their backyard. In the footage, Wondra points to the exact location near trees and describes the burial in detail, saying Michael was wrapped in a white or black garbage bag. He claimed he didn't help due to his physical state at the time.
I mean, it should be a garbage bag.
Okay, what color is the garbage bag?
It would either be white or black. We only had two colors.
But said Adrienlucienne was present while denying Brandonshirtliff's involvement. This video contradicts Wondra's later statements to media where he denied ever seeing Michael and claimed there were no signs of any digging on the property. We should have everything intact, Wondra says in the 2022 footage, even referencing duct tape that may have still been over Michael's mouth.
Is the duct tape still going to be over his mouth?
It should be.
Brandineal says she and the YouTube channel Clutch Them Pearls obtained the video through a public records request last spring. She chose to release it to renew public focus, not to criticize investigators, but to encourage actions. Fruitland Police later confirmed the video's release was unintentional, explaining it became public after a 2023 request made to the Washington County Sheriff's Office. Neither the Fruitland Police Department nor the Payette Prosecutor's Office authorized the release. Remarkably, just hours after the video was posted online, one of the four key suspects reportedly contacted Fruitland Police Department. On March 27th, 2025, Staceywondra was sentenced to a year in prison for violating the terms of his supervised release. Sarawondra remains incarcerated until at least 2026 for unrelated charges, included aggravated assault and evidence tampering. Both remain suspects in Michael's case, along with Adrienlucienne and Brandonshirtliff. A mother's plea and a community's promise. Michael Vaughan, nicknamed Monkey, was last seen in the summer of 2021. His mother, brandineal, continues to fight for answers. Please, she says, keep sharing Michael's beautiful face. Someone knows what happened. We need these suspects to be held accountable. How to help? If you have any information about Michael Vaughan's disappearance, please contact Fruitland Police Department at 208-642-6006, Payette County Prosecutor's Office at 208-642-6096, Crime Stoppers at 208-343-COPS, or email tips to findmichael@fruitland.org. Michael Joseph Vaughan, lovingly called Monkey, was born on June 24th, 2016, to parents Brandineal and Tyler Vaughan. With a lively spirit and a love for adventure, Michael is the essence of joy. His striking blue eyes and golden blonde hair, paired with his playful natures, have captured the hearts of everyone who knows him. Tragically, Michael went missing on July 27th, 2021, in Fruitland, Idaho, at just 5 years old. Michael, who is 3 feet 7 inches tall and weighs about 50 pounds, was last seen wearing a light blue Minecraft t-shirt, dark blue boxer briefs, and sandals. Despite tireless efforts from the community and law enforcement, his whereabouts remain unknown. Investigations revealed that Michael was taken near his home on Southwest 9th Street in Arizona between 6:40 p.m. and 7 p.m. The Fruitland Police Department urges anyone with information to come forward by calling 1-208-642-6006 or dialing 911. The community's continued support and vigilance are essential in bringing Michael safely back to his family. The Fruitland Police Department urges anyone with information to come forward. If you know anything, call or text 208-343-COPS or email findmichael@fruitland.org. Every piece of information matters. Michael deserves to be found.
You can't take one of our most precious citizens from us and ever expect us to stop.
He's coming home.
Signal, shine a light for Monkey, show him the way back to family. When his nightmare started, he was innocent and free. Now he's somewhere where he shouldn't be. So let that blue light signal shine a light for Monkey, show him the way back to family. There isn't any other color that really matters, it seems, except the color amber.
Happy birthday, Monkey.
Which we haven't seen.
We love you.
So let that blue light shine all across the country and show him the way back to family.
Florida's missing baby, the unsolved case of Sabrina Eisenberg. On the morning of November 24th, 1997, an ordinary family awoke to a nightmare that would spark one of the most controversial and puzzling missing child cases in recent American history. 4-month-old Sabrina Paige Eisenberg vanished from her crib in her family's Valrico, Florida home during the night, leaving behind a mystery that has haunted investigators divided a public opinion, and devastated her loved ones for over 2 decades. Sabrina's mother, Marlene Eisenberg, last saw her daughter sleeping peacefully around midnight on November 24th. When she checked on her again at 6:42 a.m., the infant was gone, along with Sabrina's handmade blue and yellow blanket featuring animal prints was also missing. There was no signs of forced entry, but investigators found troubling clues. The garage and a door in the home were unlocked, and unidentified fingerprints, a shoe print near the crib, and a blonde hair were discovered at the scene. Neighbors recalled hearing suspicious noises that night. One reported that his dog began barking around 1 a.m., followed by the distant sound of a baby crying. A notable detail, since no other homes nearby had infants. Additionally, there had been recent attempted break-ins in the neighborhood, particularly in houses with small children, raising the possibility that Sabrina had been abducted by an outsider. Despite these leads, attention soon turned toward Sabrina's parents, Steve and Marlene Eisenberg. Authorities questioned why the family's dog hadn't barked during the night of the disappearance and why no one inside the home had awakened if someone had entered. 3 weeks after Sabrina went missing, law enforcement obtained court permission to install hidden listening devices inside the Eisenbergs' home. Investigators claim the tapes revealed incriminating conversations in which the parents allegedly admitted Sabrina was dead. Based on these recordings, the Eisenbergs were indicted in 1999 on conspiracy and other charges. However, in 2001, a federal judge missed the charges, stating the wiretap request was based on false information and the recordings were inconclusive and nearly inaudible. The judge also ruled that none of the conversations supported the claims made by the investigators. The failed prosecution left the public divided. Some remained suspicious of the parents, while others believed the family had been unfairly targeted. Eisenbergs later received financial compensation for their legal expenses, and subsequent lawsuits they filed against law enforcement were eventually dismissed. The Paloma Unknown theory. In 2003, hope was briefly renewed when a mysterious young girl known as Paloma Unknown drew attention due to her striking resemblance to Sabrina. Paloma had been taken into the United States by a teenager and passed through several caretakers before ending up with a couple in Illinois. With no birth certificate and an unclear origin, the possibility that she could be Sabrina seemed credible. However, DNA testing conclusively ruled out the connection, and Paloma's true identity remains unknown. After Sabrina's disappearance, the Eisenbergs moved to Maryland with their two older children. They continue to maintain their innocence and hold on to the belief that Sabrina is alive, possibly being raised by another family, unaware of her true identity. In 2005, the couple participated in polygraph tests and extensive interviews with investigators, attempting to clear their names and assist the renewed investigation. The results of those tests were never officially released. Despite their cooperation, Steve and Marlene have never been ruled out as suspects. Many investigators still believe that foul play occurred, and the truth about what happened to Sabrina has yet to come to light. The case remains open and unsolved, with the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office continuing to seek new leads. The disappearance of Sabrina Eisenberg is a tragic and confounding mystery. It is a story filled with heartbreak, legal missteps, and lingering doubts. For over 25 years, the question remains, what happened to baby Sabrina? Whether she was abducted by a stranger, became the victim of an undiscovered crime, or is out there somewhere living a different life. Her family and the public deserve answers. Until then, Sabrina's name remains among the many missing children whose stories call for awareness, justice, and hope. If you have any information on Sabrina, please call the Hillsborough Sheriff's Department at 813-247-8000 or the National Center of Missing and Exploited Children at 1-800-THE-LOST, 1-800-843-5678. Hope, that's why we're here.